me out a little bit.
And that's what that does. When you have a knockout like that, exactly what you said, it puts you on the map. It was good on the mic. He gave props to Grasso, his coach, and obviously his training partners. He's at a very good gym. He's seeing people fight around championship caliber. That's leveling himself up. And he's a prospect. And the thing at the start of the card that I said, and I say often every week, there's always trends in MMA. There's always trends. And I feel like a trend we're going to see at some point, I'm not sure if it's going to be next or in a couple of waves or whatever, it's just the increased use of elbows. I just don't.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, I don't think elbows are used enough in MMA.
I agree.
I don't think people are using them as advantageously as they could because they're so devastating. And I like when Paul Felder's always on when he's on the call because he always highlights areas where people could use them more effectively. And it highlights to me how little they're actually used. And I made that tweet last night, and then what happened? Elbows, 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 and then an elbow KO. And it was beautiful. The way he just stepped off, he split those two stances and just met fire with fire. And it was so perfectly timed. The point of the elbow to the bridge of the nose. That was art. Beautiful violence personified in truth.
Yeah, it was actually like, speaking of that elbow, it was quite close. He he got clipped a few times in those opening minutes. I was a bit worried for him because his chin was wide open and he was sort of leaving it. He was stepping back and leaving his chin right out. So there was danger there, but he stepped up. It came out of nowhere as well. It definitely surprised me. Yeah.
And also, I've heard people say before when breaking down their fights, I'm not saying it's necessarily the case here, but sometimes I've heard people say that they'll leave that opening there to bait people into throwing that little bit overextended shot or trying to hit a little bit too hard or trying to find the chin. And maybe that's potentially what he was setting up to get that overreaction and then plant the foot and then beat that elbow in the middle because it's actually not. He just said he made that really in the fight. So it could
just said fuck it. Yeah.
But also I've heard people say that before. So maybe there'll be people in the future baiting that sort of overextension and then you know who does it very well? Darren Till. Darren Till does that sort of step-in elbow, knee in the middle elbow.
Against Whitaker, yeah.
Yeah, that was beautiful when he dropped it. That was crazy.